New Mexico in 1947 to Germany, Iraq, Syria, Japan, and many other locations around the world, reports of unidentified objects have continued for decades. And when all of these sightings are plotted on a map, an interesting pattern begins to emerge. But before we get to that pattern, let's take a look at what the US government has revealed. In 2026, previously classified UFO-related files were released to the public. The collection included reports, documents, images, and videos involving hundreds of unexplained sightings. Among them were cases involving unusual lights, strange objects, and incidents that investigators couldn't immediately explain. One report described an object observed over the ocean that appeared to make sudden directional changes before disappearing. Other reports came from Iraq, Syria, and the Indo-Pacific region, where military surveillance systems captured unusual objects moving across the sky. In each case, witnesses reported seeing something they simply couldn't identify. But perhaps the most interesting question is this: why do so many of these sightings occur near locations with significant military activity? To understand that, we need to go back to where the modern UFO story began. On June 24, 1947, pilot Kenneth Arnold reported seeing 9 shiny objects flying near Mount Rainier. He described their movement as similar to a saucer skipping across water. Newspapers misunderstood the description and began using the term flying saucers. The phrase spread rapidly around the world, and public fascination with UFOs exploded. Just weeks later, another event made headlines. In Roswell, New Mexico, rancher W.W. Brazel discovered unusual debris on his property. The military initially announced that it had recovered a flying disc. Then, just one day later, officials changed their story and claimed it was nothing more than a weather balloon. That sudden reversal helped create one of the most famous UFO mysteries in history. Over the following years, reports of UFO sightings increased dramatically. To investigate them, the U.S. government launched Project Blue Book in 1952. According to the Air Force, the debris found at Roswell came from one of these secret balloons. The government argued that the secrecy surrounding the project helped fuel alien theories for decades. And this brings us back to the pattern. Many famous UFO sightings occurred near locations connected to military operations, weapons testing, intelligence gathering, or surveillance activities. During the Cold War, sightings were concentrated around major geopolitical hotspots. Today, many reports come from regions where advanced military technology is actively deployed. This has led to 2 major explanations. The first is that many UFOs are actually secret military technologies, surveillance systems, experimental aircraft, or classified projects. The second is that some sightings involve foreign drones, balloons, or reconnaissance equipment being detected by sophisticated monitoring systems. There are also cases that can be explained by natural phenomena, optical effects, satellites, or simple misidentifications. However, some reports remain unresolved because investigators don't have enough information to reach a definitive conclusion. That doesn't automatically make them alien spacecraft. It simply means they remain unexplained. And that's an important distinction. Extraordinary claims require extraordinary evidence. Despite decades of reports, photographs, videos, and eyewitness accounts, no conclusive public evidence has proven that extraterrestrial spacecraft have visited Earth. Official investigations have repeatedly reached similar conclusions. Most sightings eventually receive ordinary explanations. Others remain unsolved because the available data is limited. So, what are UFOs? The honest answer is that we don't know. Some may be advanced technology, some may be surveillance systems, some may be natural phenomena, and some may simply remain mysteries. But until stronger evidence emerges, the question that has fascinated people for decades remains unanswered. Are we looking at secret technology, misunderstood phenomena, or something truly unknown. For now, the mystery continues.